Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing the first of a series that I'm going to be doing of some curriculum flip through. I have shown our curriculum before and you've seen what I'm going to show you today before as like a review and a curriculum reveal when I was starting this school year. But I had in my mind that something that I remember looking up and something that I'm looking up now because I'm looking already ahead for next school year's books is seeing what the details of the book are on the inside, like what the actual lessons look like, not just opinions and all that kind of thing. So what I'm going to do is a flip through, not a review. I'm going to go through the book, show you what the pages look like, what the lessons look like, show you what all the books that come with this look like. And this is Notgrass history, if I didn't mention what I'm actually doing this video about. We are going to be doing Uncle Sam and You, Notgrass history. This is what I'm using for my 8th grader. I will be telling some information, but mostly this is just a flip through so you can see it and see if it would be something that would work for you and your family. So in a second, I'm going to flip the camera around so you can get bird's eye view of this book and the other books that come with it. Yes, you are seeing Christmas stuff in the background, and this video is coming out the second week of January. Because of sicknesses and work schedule things, my husband's family could not do their big Christmas get-together until later on in this month of January, and we are hosting, so we've left our Christmas stuff up. Otherwise, you wouldn't be seeing Christmas stuff right now. So that's why we even have the tree up. We still left the tree up so the kids can have all the Christmas effect, even though it's going to be almost at the end of January before we have Christmas at our house. Okay, so we are going to flip the camera around and I'll show you what this is. Again, this is Notgrass history, Uncle Sam and You. All right, here we go. So this is Uncle Sam and You, Notgrass history. This, they have their own website. If you want to go and look at it, I'll put a link in the description. But it comes with 2 main books. This is the books that the reading is done out of. So I'm going to flip through part 1 real quick, move this out of the way. These are really good, sturdy hardback books. I really like that about this curriculum. All right, so here we go. First page talks about the whole package of like what comes with it. You got part 1, part 2, Citizen's Handbook, Uncle Sam and You Answer Key. And I've got all the different books that come with this specific curriculum. This is the Citizen's Handbook. We'll look through that in a second. It's another hardback book. Let's see here. Oh, and there's the website, notgrass.com, and the phone number. But I will link it in the description also, so you can just click it and follow it. This talks about like how long each lesson should take. Just, kind of instructions for how to do this curriculum. Table of contents for part 1. This one is divided into units, which I think most of the Notgrass books are divided into units kind of like this, but they're all a little bit different. Similar but different. So we've got units 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way through unit 15 in this one. And give you an idea of what some of these units are called. I'll hold it here and you can pause it if you need to. You can do that on any of this, obviously. You can pause. So I'm going to try to get a good view of these things for you. I'm not going to go to every single page, don't worry. But for some of this, I'll try to get it where you can pause it and look at it. So in this one, you have, if you've noticed, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lessons in each unit. And the last lesson says choose an American holiday. And then you have American holidays to choose from to go through, and it gives you the dates of the holidays, so you could kind of, if you want to make sure that you were doing those lessons on those or near around those days, then you could. But however you want to do it. Not everybody's schools at the same time. And then there's family activities that we'll look at in the back. And then here's the introduction. Another kind of bit about how to use it, and what books do, and how each book works together with the package. Extra things that you would need, the family activities that go along with it. If there's anything that I missed going through here that you have a question about, let me know. And if you see crumbs all over my floors, I apologize. I have a 1-year-old and I really needed to vacuum. So my choice was record this video or vacuum. So I'm gonna vacuum when I get done. All right, Unit 1, and it tells you the lessons in Unit 1 and what books you're gonna be using. Those are the extra books. Some of them are optional, some of them, like the Citizen Handbook, it goes along with this book, so you should have it to do this curriculum. And then it starts the lesson. You got Lesson 1, and you have all your reading to do. And at the end, oh, I think I hear my baby crying. Okay, at the end of the lesson, it gives the activities to do. So this one's got Thinking Biblically, which is how you get a Bible credit. This one has literature that could give you an English credit. Creative writing goes along with the literature for an English credit. Picture this, and student workbook or lesson review. So you would use, your Bible or an extra notebook for that. This one you read out of the Citizen's Handbook, which is that book I showed you a second ago. Creative writing would be in a separate notebook. Picture this would be in a separate notebook or drawing tablet. And then this is in the optional books, which I do have, so I'll show you those in a second. And that's how each one is laid out. So you have Lesson 1, then we're on to Lesson 2. At the end of Lesson 2, activities. And not every lesson will have an activity in each section, like vocabulary, literature, creative writing, like that. And like this one's got Find Out, and that wasn't in the other one. Each one is a little bit different, and you can pick and choose, which one that you want your kid to do. So if you're not wanting to get the Bible credit or do the extra Bible work, if you're already doing a Bible curriculum, then you could just have them skip the Bible. So you've got some black and white pictures, some color pictures. I love all the pictures. Not just that I like pictures in my books, but I like that it gives you an idea of what you're reading and a little bit more information about what you're reading with pictures to go along with it. Okay, so that's Lesson 4. And remember I said it's got 4 lessons, and then the 5th lesson you are supposed to do one of the holidays. So that's the activities for Lesson 4, and then it moves on to Unit 2. There's no Lesson 5 because you're supposed to pick a holiday. I'm going to flip back here to the holidays. So here's the holidays. Oh, here's the family activities, actually. This one starts the family activities. So this is different things for you to do as a family. And this would be good if you've got multiple kids that could be helping. Or not helping, multiple kids that are studying this curriculum at one time. Okay, here are the American holidays. It started on page 393. So on Lesson 5 in each unit, you would go back here and pick one of these to do. Was that the first one? Yeah. So Independence Day, July 4th is the first one. You read some information on it. And then it has an activity that you can do in the family activities. Each one is like that. So for every unit, it has a holiday. Now this is book 2. I'm not going to go through this one as much because it's laid out exactly the same as the first one. It's just instead of, units 1 through 15, you have units 16 through 30. Through 30. And then you have the American holidays that start on page 913. And this book also has the states and capitals as well as the family activities back there. So let's skip back there to the states and capitals. Like I say, it's laid out exactly the same. This is lesson 127. And you have the end of lesson activities to do. You'll hear my baby talking. I've got the monitor on. I'm going to let him talk for just a minute while we get back here. That was the family activities. It's going to show you the states and capitals. There's the state and capital page. Sources, you know, the fun stuff in the back. Just give you an idea of what some of this was. Loyalty Day and Law Day. When my daughter started doing this, there were days I didn't even realize were holidays. So Loyalty Day and Law Day, May 1st, information about that. I'm going to go back and show you at the beginning what all different ones that it actually covers. American holidays, you can pause that if you need to see the ones that it covers. So that is book 1 and book 2. And I'm going to show you, ooh, that caught on my carpet. I'm going to show you the Citizen Handbook that goes with this. And it's got that same cover page. Table of contents. So it's a lot of like excerpts from speeches, poems, presidential addresses, like I say, speeches, just different, like this one that said political announcement, excerpts from books, autobiographies, biographies, just different random kind of things that go along with what they're learning in each lesson. And it tells them in the main book which one to go to for each lesson. You know, it tells you what page to go to. That's what's covered in here. So I'm not flipping through every one, but this one is, the pages are nice colored pages in this hardback book. Very good quality curriculum. So you definitely need to have this to do this curriculum. The other stuff it says is optional, and it is. But you should have this to go along with the main books. All right, and then the optional stuff. This is the answer key. This is only optional if these are optional. So you want your answer key if you get the consumable stuff, the ones that they're going to be answering questions in. So this is the lesson review. You have the lesson review, and then you have the workbook. This is the difference here. Student workbook and lesson review. This is a used curriculum because my daughter is currently using this. So end of each unit, you have usually like 4 or 5 questions. I think 5 questions in each one. So it's not much. I have done this with every book. I make her do this because 5 questions for each unit is not that much, and it just helps her to retain the information that she has read, or I feel like it. But totally optional. Skip it if you need to. If this is like a thing that you're going to be reading out loud and you're not super worried about them remembering it from one year to the next. It's just kind of a family thing that you're doing. And you're going to cover it again the next year or something, or if it's for your, you want your older kid to do the questions and not your younger kid. That was something, that would be kind of how I would do it. So, end of each unit, you have questions. And it also tells you at the end of whichever unit to do a test. So this was Unit 13 test. And it's the end of the unit, sorry, not the end of the lesson, but at the end of each unit, you have a test. So after every 5th, you have a test. But the tests are not that crazy. There's 10 questions on each one. So again, not that difficult, in my opinion, for them to answer these questions after each unit. And 30. And it's 30 units, so that's the lesson review and test for the entire book, or both books combined. So this is the student workbook. Let me move this out of the way so we're not so close to my camera. student workbook. And again, it tells you which ones to go to. And these are not in color, if you notice that. These are the softer consumable books, and they've got the nice cover, but the insides are black and white. So this was with lesson 1. And this has more, I say, fun stuff to do. It's not just the boring reading and answering questions. And and you can already see where it's 1 page per lesson, so it's not that much work. It may be more than 1 page on something, but generally 1 page worth of work to do for each lesson. So not that much extra work, in my opinion, or what has been for my 8th grader. I think it kind of helps her break the monotony to get to do stuff like this. And I think that's going to be it for us for today. That was the last book. Oh, let me show you the answer key. I mean, not much to look at, but just so you see it. And then I'm going to run get the baby that's crying, or starting to cry. All right, there's answer key. And it's the floppy type, not hardback like the other 2 consumables are. Good thing about this curriculum is that if you have a younger student that's going to be moving up to using this curriculum, you do not have to buy the hardback books. You only have to buy the consumables. So my rising 4th grader next year is going to be using what my daughter used a couple years ago. And instead of spending like $150, I'm only going to have to spend, I think, $17 to get the consumables because we already have the hardback books. So there's answer key, kind of the boring stuff. And that is going to be it. That was a flip through of Uncle Sam and You. If this was helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe if you are not subscribed, and check back to see if we've got any more videos available. And that is it. If you liked this video, if it was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe if you are not subscribed yet. And keep an eye out to come back and check to see if I've got any more videos in this series. I'm going to try to do flip throughs of all the curriculum that I have, even the ones that we've done maybe last year that I haven't got totally boxed up and away yet. I'll try to pull those out and show those to you as well. I've got an 8th grader, so I could have some 7th grade stuff to show you, and then I've got a 3rd grader, so I may also have some 2nd grade stuff to show you. And that's it. I thank you for watching this far in the video, and I hope y'all have a good day. Bye.